everyone! I have several VTubers with me today who are going to be sharing their most embarrassing stories, including myself. And winner gets a $20 Steam gift card and the honor of holding the title of most embarrassing VTuber. Today, I have with me Grarrl, Kiki, Lillian, Quizzy, Vaindinth, Wildspice, and Yuki. Say hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Good job getting this far. I mean, hello.
You don't need to make fun of me for the flubs. They'll see at the end of the video. They can look forward to that.
Why am I here exactly?
You are here to see if you are the most embarrassing person in the room.
Oh, that's easy. Just look at my Twitter feed.
Yeah, right. Same.
To everyone here, including myself, I truly hope you win. Because everyone who doesn't, well, you just outed your most embarrassing story for nothing.
Well, see, here's the thing. I eat the losers, so I hope you win.
You eat the loser?
In what way exactly? I'm not
Well,
into
see,
more.
see, I'm a T-Rex, and we're carnivores, so...
I want to go with someone who thinks they have a strong story to start us off.
I mean, I'll go first. So I was in basic combat training back in like 2019, and we were all had our downtime. So I decided I wanted to go take a shower with a few guys. And so while I was taking a shower, I hear a loud boom, and everyone's going like, "At ease!" And immediately, as soon as that happens, everyone started running out. Even I did, and I barely grabbed a towel. And I had morning wood. And so the drill sergeant sees this and just goes, "Sweet buttery Jesus, Grarrl, what exactly is that? Do I see in front of me?"
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Holy what is that tent pole that you got in your pants?
It's embarrassing. It sounds like he's stroking your ego.
Right? Like, oh my god!
You're stroking something.
This is also like the second week of basic combat training.
We call that a tent pole, all right? I feel like that's a compliment.
I'm just glad that I didn't have to do push-ups.
Oh my god, because that's like the first thing that hits the ground. If you're a guy.
Just your dong, dong, dong.
Just put a bell underneath you as you do push-ups. I did not think that your story would be this similar to mine, Grarrl.
You dropped the soap too in military training?
No, and I'm glad I didn't, because I think I was like 8 when this happened, and that would be awkward.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
But yeah, so I was at a urinal, and again, I was like 8 because I was in elementary school. I was very young, and a kid came and stood next to me, and I don't know, my brain wants to believe that he hit me and said, "Tag, you're it," because I start chasing him out of the bathroom. I start chasing him out of the bathroom, out into like the basketball courts, the Foursquare, you know, all that stuff. I'm chasing him. I go around the corner. I've made it like definitely at least 100 feet, if not 200 feet, outside at during the middle of recess, when the recess teacher stops me. And she stops me and screams, "What are you doing? Pull your pants up!" I hadn't pulled up my underwear or pants yet when I started trying to chase after him. So the entire time I was shuffling after this kid, and like because my pants were down to my ankles, my pants underwear down to my ankles. I'm shuffling after him out in the middle of recess in front of hundreds of kids. Luckily, she didn't report it to the principal because I feel like I could have gotten in big trouble for that. But anyways, who wants to tell their next story?
You know how in high school especially you have like Spirit Week for like whatever football game? I was very much the kid who would come to school dressed up in full-ass cosplay for Spirit Week. One day, I should preface what I'm about to say with, I was also heavily into Hetalia. So one day I went to school dressed up as Prussia, the most obscure fucking character, mind you. I was Femme Prussia, adding a whole other layer to the weebiness here. That was the only time that I had ever been stopped and asked by literally everyone in my fucking school, including teachers, "Oh, who are you dressed as?" Whenever I would tell them, I would just get the most blank stares, and I could just feel my face heating up, and I just prayed that day that no one could see my blush through the amount of makeup that I had on.
Did you have friends that cosplayed with you?
Nope.
Did you have an anime club or anything?
I did, but I was still the only one that fucking cosplayed.
I got reminded of one that happened to me as well from your story, because I went to middle school and I freaking was crying my eyes out over a dead cheetah. And I was going around and everyone thought a family member died. So I was really big into Animal Planet at the time, and I was watching Big Cat Diaries. one of the cheetahs named Toto died. So I went to school because I'd watch in the morning before I'd go to school. I started bawling my eyes out at school. I think I drew a tombstone on a piece of paper called Rip Toto, and I was crying my eyes out. Everyone thought a family member had died.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's actually kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie.
That's not embarrassing. That's just sad. Anything that involves like animals, right? Those aren't embarrassing. Those are just things you have to embrace.
Lily, what was your second story, actually?
Oh, we're just jumping right into my second story. I
I
love
might
that.
as well. I mean, we're right here.
There was one day in middle school where I was wearing 2-inch high heel boots because I thought they were cute. And in the middle of the hallway, somebody dropped a fucking banana peel. In the middle of a crowded hallway, mind you. I was the one to slip and fall on a goddamn banana peel like I was in a fucking cartoon. Like legs went up and
Legendary.
everything.
Oh
Giga
my
Chad,
god.
dude.
What a legend. That's a main character moment right there. Nobody ever slips on banana peels.
Editor, I just muted so they can't hear me. Bro, I'm freaking out right now because I'm trying so hard to think of something that's not as bad as the worst story that I have, but I think I gotta play it, bro. Jin went dummy. He ulted with that first grade story, bro. He ulted.
All right, hey, Yuki, what about your story?
So it's not an embarrassing story. It's just a story that I feel really bad about because other people had to deal with it. I have really bad nosebleeds, right? I have chronic nosebleeds. You know when you think of nosebleeds, it's like a little dribble down your face, or if you look downwards, like it just drips off your nose. When I get a nosebleed, it flows. It's like turning the faucet on like a little bit. So there's no drips. It's just constant stream of blood. Yeah, it looks really gruesome, but because I have it so often, like every 1 or 2 years or so, for me it's nothing. But I also travel every once in a while. And I was on my way back home from Japan, right? Because I have family in Japan. On the descent going towards SFO, San Francisco Airport, that's when the nosebleeds started to happen.
Oh no.
So I was like flowing blood out of my face, right? And I went to the lavatory, the bathroom, and then the turbulence started to happen. So I got blood all over the mirror. I got blood all over the walls. I tried to like stop it, letting it drain into the sink because I can't like tilt my head back. It's way too much blood to do that. I used all the paper towels. The little trash can for the paper towels full of like bloody paper towels. And then the flight attendant gave me a bucket and told me to sit on the toilet with my face in the bucket, just blood into the bucket. The turbulence finally stopped and we landed, but there's like a time between you landing and you actually getting out of the plane. I spent that time trying to like wipe everything with like wet paper towels. Even though the trash can was already full, I just filled the bucket even more. I had to wipe myself off because of all the turbulence. So if you can imagine me walking out of the plane, blood on my clothes, blood on my pants, blood on everything, right? They basically had to close off the lavatory. My brother went in and he said, it looks like a horror scene and somebody was murdered in there. Man, I felt so bad. The flight attendants or whoever has to clean it up.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That sounds
I'm
so
happy that I
horrible.
bring a change of clothes.
I hate my brain because the moment you're telling me all this blood on the walls, my brain thought of the clip where PewDiePie, he's playing a game and he screams, I'm on my period! That's where my brain went for some reason. And oh my god, I was dying inside during that story.
It was gruesome. There was blood everywhere. Everybody felt like really scared about my health. Like, of course they'd be really nice about it, but they were so worried. And I'm like, no, this is fine. It just happens to happen in the worst possible time.
You would die if you were an anime protagonist and you like, if you were the one of those people who got nosebleeds whenever you saw something perverted. I just imagine like Yuki sees a pair of titties and he just passes out from blood loss.
Actual blood loss, yeah.
Quizzy's over here has his titties out on display for everyone to see. Better keep Yuki away.
What the f? I shut your ass up. Shut your ass up.
Quizzy,
Oh
you're just our resident himbo. It's fine. Just accept it.
What?
And though, oh my god, she's like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
How dare you? I can be airheaded at times. I am far from stupid.
Alright, let's have Vane go next.
I don't know if this is like as bad as anybody else's, but like back when I worked at McDonald's, we had this uniform. About a year ago, they were phasing out of the McDonald's pants for unknown reasons. I don't know. I had Macca's pants, and since we were phasing them out, we didn't have any spare in store. So I was just working one day. I had about a 9.5 to 10.5 hour shift. I was about 2 hours in. I was working in the cafe. The the fridge is under the bench, so you have to kind of bend down and squat down to sort of get milk out of the fridge to make the coffees. So I was doing that, squatted down to get milk, and
Oh no, I know where this is going.
the seam of my pants,
Ripped open.
they ripped completely.
To be honest, that's happened to me too.
That's happened to me too.
But the worst part is I had to work with the seam ripped out of my pants all day because there were no spare ones.
Oh my god.
Oh, that
So-
actually that honestly reminds me of a second story that I have. So when I used to work for FedEx, I used to work in the warehouse, and this was like my first day on the job. And so we were in a rush, and I was wearing cargo shorts at the time because it was hot. And as I'm bending down to pick up a box, I hear this loud rip, and I feel a huge rush of breeze just brushing up against my ass. And I feel this, and I start feeling my butt, and I'm like, oh my god, I can feel my underwear. And next thing you know, I realize that, oh, my entire shorts are ripped wide open. And so I literally just start waddling over to my supervisor, and I'm like, hey, what's your company's policy on ripped pants? And the guy sits there and goes like, well, we don't have a policy for ripped pants. Why do you say that? And I literally turned around and I showed him my ass, and I go, maybe this is probably why I'm asking.
I feel like that's a funny story more than embarrassing.
Oh, it was embarrassing for me because this was literally my first day.
Oh, wait. It was your first day on the job? You didn't mention that.
It was the first day working at a FedEx warehouse.
Oh my god. I can see why that'd be so embarrassing now.
And I didn't even run out the door. I just like walked. Like just took a casual stroll.
Honestly, if you ran, you'd just attract more attention anyways.
Just pose like a JoJo character, show it off. Like, this is my ass.
You know
Yeah,
what? It's your
assert
first date. That's your chance to like assert dominance.
Yes.
You're willing to show your ass.
I'm
Hey, buddy.
T-posing all the way out to the exit while showing off my
You start,
ass.
you start walking the exit, and then the moment you get to the doors, you start doing the hip sway dance from freaking TikTok.
While I'm T-posing.
Yes.
All right, let's have Kiki. Why don't you share your story next?
Okay, I have two. So the first one, I was in high school. I had gym class twice a day. I had first period gym and then 2 classes and then gym again because I was half a day, so I didn't do shit. So I went in the morning. We didn't do anything because it's gym. So I go and I sit down, and then if I get bored, I start moving around, or I end up just like swapping spots for where I'm sitting and I don't even notice. So I was sitting down on the
Bleachers?
yeah, those. So I'm sitting on the actual seat on those, right? We're doing nothing. So I'm just daydreaming. I'm on my own business. We're having breakfast. I noticed that I'm not sitting on it anymore. I moved my ass back to the floor that's behind, in front of the other bleacher that's behind me. I didn't notice, right?
Wait, don't tell me your butt got stuck.
No, thank God.
Okay.
Actually, I think maybe it was a little worse because these are made of like wood, and it's like kind of like an orangey wood, and there was a little box of oranges on the side. And then the class is over, and I'm waiting for everybody to get out because I don't like how much people will like be on the entrance at the end of the class. So I just waited, and then I put my hand on the wood because I was gonna kind of push myself up, and I noticed that it's very cold. I looked down and I looked at my hand, and it's full of orange juice, and I'm like, no. I move up a little bit. I feel my ass, and it's cold, and I just noticed that because I was daydreaming, I sat on oranges, and my whole ass was like.
Oh, no.
Those all of my ass was just a different color. And I know they have like this program where if you're for a certain class you can ask for clothing, right? So I was like, maybe I'll ask and they'll give me like some sweatpants or something. I cover myself with my backpack, and I'm going to where the front office is, and they're like, what happened? And I was like, oh well, sat on orange juice. And like, I don't know if you guys can give me like new pants. Oh, okay. We don't know about that, but let me ask somebody else. They didn't ask. They just sent me to some other person, and they told them that I needed pants. And then a bunch of male students showed up because of some event that was going up. And then the lady comes in and is like, who needed pants? And I'm like, me. And then she was like, oh, what happened? And I'm like, oh, well, my pants are dirty. And she's like, oh, did you have your period?
Oh my god, no! In front of all the guys?
And I'm like really easy to get like super red. So I can feel my face getting very, very warm. And I'm like, no, I didn't think you don't need pants. I do because I sat on orange juice. And she's like, you sat on what? Orange juice. And she kept telling me, so you had your period, right?
Oh my god, dude.
Does she think like that orange juice is like slang for having a period?
I could see
And
apple
I'm
juice, but orange juice?
What did he say?
Yeah, and then one of my friends was in that group of people, and I'm like, I was in gym class, and I didn't notice that I sat on orange juice because I was being stupid, and they don't want to give me pants because if I didn't have my period, the lady said that she was not gonna give me pants. Then they told me, oh, go to the nurse. So I go to the nurse, and I get there, and she's like, what do you need? I was like, oh, I need some pants. Oh, you had an accident? And I'm like, well, I sat on orange juice. And
Oh my
just like,
god.
please, I just don't want to go through the rest of the periods with my ass wet. Then another one came in and it's like, oh, this one's the one that had her period. And I'm like,
Oh my
"You just-
My god!
It's worse. Oh my god.
Jesus!
And I left and I went to the restroom and I waited there trying to like dry myself with like toilet paper and the brown towels. And then I go to my classroom and then my professor is like, why do you miss the class? And I'm like, I was in the restroom drying my pants because they didn't want to give me pants in the front office. And then she was like, oh, you got your period?
Oh my god,
What is
dude!
with these people and like
Everyone would be like, you got your period?
She's like, no, like I'm good. Like my pants are dry now. Like there's
You know what you should have done? You should have been like, smell it! Smell it!
what the
Oh, God.
that doesn't help at all.
Instead of Belle Delphine's bathwater, you could be like, I'm selling Kikimora's ass squeezed orange juice.
Yes!
People would buy it.
People would buy it.
People would totally buy that.
I would buy the collector's
Jersey.
edition.
At least you're shameless.
It's not my period. I don't bleed orange juice.
You had a second story, Kiki?
I accidentally streamed porn into somebody else's TV.
I've almost done that a couple times, but I've always managed to stop it.
I've done it once, and it was on my friend's TV, and I did it on purpose.
I was living with somebody else. I'm scared of always like accidentally streaming stuff that I'm not supposed to into somebody else's TV. I didn't notice, and thankfully, the thing is, I don't know if they noticed or not, because I know they were high. I was in my room and then I thought I started the video but it wouldn't move. So I'm like, oh, I guess I didn't start it. So then I got a notification. So I scroll down and I see that it's now streaming and I'm like, I'm frantically swiping, removing everything, taking everything off. And I'm just like, okay. I don't even know what TV because there's like several TVs in different rooms with different people. And this was in like my mother's-in-law's house.
Oh no.
The good thing is that I was the only girl staying there. So if something was actually to come up on the screens, they're not gonna think it's me.
Just blame
Okay,
every
that's
other
fair
guy.
Yeah.
Blame every other guy.
Yes, I'm just
Aw.
Who is streaming big-breasted milk pounding?
It's totally not
It
me.
is totally not I.
I just realized you could have totally trolled them and put Boku no Pico on the TV.
Oh my.
Oh my god, Jen!
I was watching like girl on girl stuff, so they're not gonna think it's me.
Girls
They're
don't
gonna-
watch porn.
What would Jesus think? Meanwhile, Jesus is up in heaven going like, nice.
I was eating a Cheez-It.
Quizzy or Spice? Who wants to go first out of the last two?
All right, so this happened in college. I had, let's say, 3 friends. I had a roommate. We're going to call him Broderick. I had 2 friends in the theater department because, see, I went to college for theater. So
Let's go. So did I.
we're going to call one we're going to call one Mario and we're going to call one Fee. We were getting ready for a show that I was in, right? Or we were doing a show that I was in and we had planned, hey, on the last day of the show, we are going to have a little bit of a party, right? A little bit of party, a celebration. We do it the last show. It happens. It's fine. We go back to my apartment. We're celebrating. It's great. Now, a little bit of a side thing. I was a very skinny weeb at the time, and I had some really goofy friends. And so around that time, a friend of mine had, as a joke, sent me a bunch of, let's say, crossplay material. So we end up at this party. Just know that those things are there, right? At this party, we start drinking a bit, you know, we're just having fun. We're drinking. We're all adults there. So as the night goes on, apparently at some point, Broderick found out about the fact that I did the whole a crossplay thing, and he was cool with it. He was like, yo, that was fucking wild, dude. At some point, he just goes out, hey yo, Q, you should do that thing you did before. And me drinking, I was just like, man, say I won't. All right, so I go into my room, I change. I come out straight up in fucking tights and a skirt. And I'm just like, what's up? Go back, take another drink. And so I wake up the next morning, right? And Mario, he tells me, hey, yo, I didn't know you looked that good in a dress. And I was like, hey, yo, thanks. But man, you really went crazy last night. I was just like, really? I mean, I drank, but like, I wasn't going crazy. And then he was like, nah, matter of fact, hey, check your phone. Check your phone, right?
Oh no.
If you don't believe me.
Did he get blackout drunk?
This is the one and only time that I've ever gotten blackout drunk, because normally I'm really good with holding my liquor, but this specific day, or the night of that party, that specific day, I didn't eat shit. And anybody who drinks, you don't do that. I was drinking pretty hard. So he shows me, I see that I got a text message, I open it, and then I just see a picture of me in my bathroom, seemingly passed out, face down, ass up on some anime I just got knocked the fuck out comedically type of posing. And just see me in tights with the fucking skirt covering the front of my head. And I just see that, and I was just like, it just hit me. I don't remember this. And I'm just like, it just hits me. Oh God, this is the first time I've ever been blackout drunk. What the fuck happened? And just everybody as a unison, Mario, Broad, they all just looked at each other and then just looked at me and then just smirked. They refused to tell me. And I was just like, bro, come on, give me a break. You gotta let me know. I had to really Mario, he had that picture, but I got him to delete it, but he pretended like it wasn't, just to mess with me. I saw him delete it. It was fine. It was just a little prank. That is quite possibly the most embarrassing situation, because I don't know. In hindsight, after everyone left, I was like, okay, I saw Mario deleted it. I don't know if he or Project also have pictures. And that was after the fact. That thought happened completely after the fact. So now I just have to live with the fact that there might be a picture of me just cross-playing, knocked the fuck out in a bathroom, face down, ass up.
With a skirt on your head?
Yes! That just might be out there somewhere.
Oh man,
That's amazing.
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 I love that.
In 5 more years, it's gonna make the rounds
It'll
on the internet, and you'll be like,
yeah,
"That's
it'll
me,"
circulate.
but nobody's ever gonna know. I'm never gonna tell anybody that's me.
All right, I think it's time to hear Spice's story.
Okay, so for my story, disclaimer, I have a GERD, so I have acid reflux and stuff like that. This was back when I lived with my ex. I don't know what I ate that day, but in the middle of the night, I wake up with stabbing pains in my stomach, and I'm like, oh my god, what the hell's going on? I thought I was dying. It was that bad. And I try my usual tactics, laying on my belly. I go lay on the bathroom floor, all that. Nope, not working. So I'm in pain, and my ex comes in, and he's like, what is happening? Are you okay? And I'm like, no, I feel like I'm gonna die. And he's like, well, what do you want to do? Take me to the hospital? So he takes me to the hospital. I am in so much pain, I can't even sit down. So we're in the ER, we're waiting for me to get back to see somebody. I'm kind of just standing on an angle because I can't sit. I'm in so much pain. I actually unbuttoned my pants at one point. No, I don't pull my pants down, but
Damn,
yeah,
I mean, that's
I'm gonna
good.
flash everybody.
Okay, that's a positive at least.
I had to unbutton my pants just because it was putting pressure on my stomach, and I'm like, oh god, this hurts. Finally, I get back. They check me. They're like, we don't see anything wrong right now, but hold on. They might have done an x-ray. I don't remember. I think they did, though. And then I lay on the gurney, and I'm like, wait a minute. This is on an angle. So I tried flipping over again on my belly, and all of a sudden, I let out the loudest fart I've ever farted.
Hell yeah.
And instant relief. It was gas.
That'll do it.
And I burped because sometimes I burp, but yeah, I just let out a loud burp too. And they came back, and the timing was funny. They're like, "Are you okay?" I actually feel a lot better now. They gave me a GI cocktail, which is just it's like Pepsid AC, Mylanta, and something else. I drank that, and I was good to go. It was fine, but yeah, it was gas. My ex was like, he was pissed. He was so pissed. He's like, really? Really?
I just imagine that your fart was so loud that someone on the other side of the earth, they just like start having Vietnam flashbacks.
It's the new Krakatoa.
Yeah, they gets an eruption, a volcanic eruption.
Oh my gosh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, does everyone post who you think had the most embarrassing story? Yeah, Quizzy, I guess you have the most embarrassing story.
Congratulations.
Is it bad that was like there was a second one that I had pocketed? I'm so glad I didn't need to use that one.
For another
Oh
time
my
then.
God.
For another time.
Quizzy, I'll be sending a $20 Steam gift card very soon to you.
Let's go.
I just want to thank all the special guests who joined me for this video. And for all of you who watched the video, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like, comment what you think of the video, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special video I have planned for you guys to enjoy today. Today I have with me several lovely... I
Best thing in recording.
Good job.
Today I have with me several lovely VTubers,
If we keep on mentioning this, Jen has to put it into the final video.
It will be, it'll be the end of the video. It'll be all the flubs. It'll be all the flubs.
Take a drink every time there's a flub.
You know what? Frick it. I'm gonna start over.